Today we're going to take a deep dive into Bard from Google. It's Google's entry into the AI educational technology marketplace. It's a tool that I think we're going to hear a lot of people talking about this fall. I'm going to do a little bit of an intro and a deep dive into the tool itself, and I hope you're able to join me. And let's learn all about what Bard from Google is all about. Google Bard is an AI-powered platform within Google that can help you as an educator transform content and create new learning experiences for students and for yourself by utilizing the features within it. I want to provide 5 practical ways that you can use Google Bard. The first way is personalized learning material. You can use Google Bard to help cater to individualized and personalized learning needs by asking specific questions of Google Bard's AI to help provide you with not only data or lesson planning, but also questions that will continue to evolve with the generative AI features within it. Is the adapted content creation tool. You can tailor teaching materials by asking Google Bard for opinions and questions around manipulating your own materials or questions to help update your learning materials with new information or new strategies embedded within it. The first thing you'll notice when you log onto Bard, and just all you need to really do is log into Bard, you're going to get a message like this. You're going to see some descriptions of what Bard can do and how it can design a design brief for your bookstore's new logo and export it to docs. It tells you how Bard is a creative and helpful collaborator here to supercharge your imagination. And you want to go ahead and click Try Bard. So when I first logged in, my account for Bard was not supported on my domain. So you need to make sure that if it is not supported on the domain that you're working within, that the early access to apps is enabled. And this is a feature within the Google Apps domain that is in the back end of the domain. So you want to make sure if it's something your organization wants to have added, you need to make sure that early access is enabled. So here I just show quickly, I'm turning it from off for everyone to on for everyone. And this is something that if you're working in an organization, they may not want you to have it, but I want to just give you a little bit of insight into maybe why you might not have it, but definitely you can enable it within personal accounts. So that's important to know in case it's not showing up for you within your Gmail account. And of course, early access apps are ones released by Google for trying out. So here we're going to say, I'm going to just refresh my account. And now when I click Bard, it's going to work. And first of all, they do ask you for a privacy agreement here at the beginning. That's, of course, a protocol with all these types of tools. And they remind you that Bard is an experiment. And remember that it will not always get the questions right. It's going to be collecting your feedback. And you can also get an email about getting updates from them. So also reminding you that human reviewers may process your Bard conversations for quality purposes, but it also gives you some simple ideas such as drafting a design brief for a community bookstore, give me a table to track the depth chart for a community basketball team, advantages and disadvantages to consider before buying smartwatches. I'm going to quickly use it to write me a YouTube script, which I like to do. And then I go back and I edit the scripts based on the updates that I like to make. But I find these tools to be great for creating drafts of scripts that I then go back and update the way I want to. So this is a video script for explaining the benefits of Google Bard. And so it does take a moment to think. And of course, here it gives me a little intro. And this generated script talks about how Bard can help you with your research. It can help you with your writing. It can help you with creative projects and generate different creative text formats, poems, code, scripts, musical pieces, emails, letters. It can also help you learning by answering questions in an informative way. It can be a fun, engaging way to interact with the technology and can hold conversations, tell jokes, and even write stories. And it talks about how it's a powerful tool, a lot of different purposes. You can like this, you can Google it, you can share this. This is just a little intro around the benefits of Bard generated from Bard itself. So I'm going to go ahead and enter another prompt. And just like ChatGPT, that it keeps your prompts kind of running so you can continue to generate an idea based off the prompt. Here I'm going to write, what countries have the highest literacy rates? So here I'm quickly asking Google Bard what countries have the highest literacy rate, and let's see what it gives us. So here it gives us countries, and of course the top of the list is Andorra, Finland, Liechtenstein, 100%. As you go down, and it talks about how the rates are 100% above because of compulsory education, government spending, cultural values. It's great that it provides this additional kind of content on the back end. Of course, if you are using this with students, you want to think about how they're going to cite this source and how they're going to reinform the source with additional citations. Something important to think about. I'm going to refresh my search here. And remember that when using Google Bard and you're making these requests using the AI tools, that they're generative. So you can go back and ask them to kind of deepen the search if you'd like to, and kind of build upon and even share that and and grow on it. So I'm just doing now a quick search of what are 10 things educators can use Google Bard for. And let's see what Bard recommends. So creating personalized learning experiences, differentiating instruction, scaffolding instruction, providing feedback on student work, reviewing concepts, and reviewing concepts that students are struggling with, help motivating students, creating interactive lesson plans, presentations, a range of tools. I recommend if you want to kind of dive deeper, you can use Bard to kind of deepen your search around this, grading assignments, giving professional development opportunities. So this request kind of inspired me to create a lesson plan for third grade science. I didn't particularly have a lesson plan in mind. I wanted to give it a very open-ended question. And let's see what we get. And what it produced for me was a third grade lesson plan on the water cycle, because I didn't necessarily give it more detail, but it did provide the lesson objectives, the materials, and the procedure. So you can see this could be a very powerful tool to help generate lesson ideas and then continue to take this idea and manipulate it and adjust it as you go forward. So for educators who are looking to update content, Google Bard can be a powerful tool to use and build upon and collaborate with. As you kind of go deeper into the use of it, especially specifically with AI tools. It's another option other than ChatGPT in order to do this kind of work. So definitely take a look at how to use the tool, engage with it, and see how it can work for you. Google Bard's AI will enable you to take your own information and ask its AI generative questions to help manipulate and change your current lesson into something that may be more engaging or specific to student needs. Google Bard also has embedded within it multilingual support. So if you need to transform a lesson for multiple languages, it can do that. Also consider collaborating on Google Bard with ideas so that you can cross-share and update materials with the feedback of all of those collaborating. Remember that Google Bard is a powerful tool because it's going to allow you to adapt your materials as you use them or how you want to change them for students. Google Bard offers a range of benefits to educators, from adaptive content creation to multilingual support for lesson planning and content planning. And it's a tool that should really help you embrace using technology in education. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe and come back to see some more videos from Digital Futures Education and get overviews on tools like Google Bard or the digital divide or other interests that interest you as an educator. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you soon.